Hey, are we allowed to
Hey,
swear on
zip
that
it.
podcast
Yes,
or
you can
not?
say whatever you want. Welcome to another episode of Zwei Ales und Hockey Tales mit Wally and Heute. I'm so excited to have on an 38-year-old und 39-year-old, a 38 and 39-year-old from Bietigheim and Kirchheim Untertech, Deutschland. Between them, there are 36 years of pro hockey, becoming legends with the Bietigheim Steelers and the Blue Devils of Weiden. Both of them came up as puppies in the Bietigheim program. One of them won with me way back in 2009, helping the Steelers become Deutsche Meisters for the very first time. The other won it all with the Steelers in 2013. They also both won the German Pokal twice zusammen together, and one of them with yours truly. I won that with you guys too. They also mucked it up for the Wolves of Freiburg, EV Regensburg, the Rostock Piranhas, but they're better known for their time with the Blue Devils of Weiden. One spent his last 5 seasons there. The other spent his last 10 seasons there and captained the squad for years and is now running the team. And folks, it takes everyone to win. Just last night, he got the Schlittschuhs back on after hanging them up years ago, leading by example. What a boss. Welcome on, Barry Noy and Ralf Herbst. Hey,
What's
Oh
going
my
on,
God.
Waldo?
hey, Barry, finally got the video going. Way to go, bud.
Yeah, finally, I'm sorry. Too
It's okay.
stupid. Too old for that shit.
So I get into how we know each other first. Barry met you before Ralphie. And it would have been in
True.
July 2008. Do you
First
remember
of
July
July.
of 2008? Because I still have nightmares about it.
Me too. My shins still hurt.
So
My feet hurt.
e-
Everything.
everything hurt, man. Like I couldn't even wipe my ass that month.
It's
Yeah.
true. 4 days practice, 3 days off.
And yeah, Monday to Thursday, we would muck it up as hard as anybody, but not on the ice. There was no ice in the arena. We would just run around a track, pump iron, jump, carry people on our backs, run through the sand. Hey,
Yeah.
what a
Yep. And
nightmare.
playing hockey on the soccer field. Remember that?
I don't remember playing hockey on the soccer field. I remember playing soccer on the soccer field. I was a dominant
Yeah.
player back then.
But down there at this rink where the all the tennis courts and stuff used to be, remember? On
Ball
that little
cooled.
soccer
Yeah.
ball court, exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
still have
remember?
nightmares about
Took a
that
fight.
place. Oh, yeah, we did. We played soccer on the indoor soccer. Those got
And we played
intense.
hockey there too. And we played the hockey there too. Normal
We
hockey game, three
I don't-
times, 20 minutes.
maybe it's a block in my memory because that month nearly crippled me.
Probably, yeah, 100%. Oh
But
my
I
God.
guess, they say we won, so that was the right thing to do. I don't think so. I think playing hockey as a hockey player is a better thing to do in July than just run around a track. But we did win, and we had a hell of a man shaft that year, didn't we?
Big time, big time. Good guys,
Great guys.
good group. Yeah,
Yeah.
good group.
Um, but yeah, I always found the teams in Germany that had the most success were the ones that the Germans and imports were one team and it wasn't, separate. Because I remember later on the Bietigheim time, like I was tight with all you guys, but sometimes it felt like the other imports and the Germans, it wasn't in sync.
It's true, but man, if you think about that practice, you have to be one unit, right?
Yeah.
Because it's all just like 25 guys against one guy. So
It's yeah, yeah, you're right. But
it's true.
yeah, because there's a few times where I had to really think about can I make it around this track one more time or am I gonna
Without
die?
puking, yeah. Without puking, yeah.
So Ralphie, you came in after all that, and we know each other because Danny Held became the coach, and he would have raised you as a coach in Bietigheim, and he was a beauty, eh?
Oh yeah. He was a great guy.
Yeah, and when they fired Brittig and then brought in Danny a couple years later, Man, the whole thing changed in a day. We went from not being allowed to do anything on the ice but chip it out, chip it in, to I remember the first practice once he became coach for power play, he gave me the board and said, "Okay, Wally, what are we doing?" Thought it was so awesome. And I said, "Okay, skate it up and drop it back to me."
And now everybody is doing that.
Now
Everybody
everybody's
do the
doing it, but
drop now.
we started that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he brought you in the end of that season and we went on a heater. I remember that. We were
Yeah.
winning a lot of games the end of that season because we were in like last place and then didn't we I forget how it ended, but we got to like the pre-playoffs, didn't we?
Oh, I don't think we did. No, it was not the pre-playoffs, or
Yeah,
was the first? Oh yeah,
I think so.
against
I think so.
Rosenheim. No?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
true.
I found it
First round
weird.
and then we get out.
Yeah, I found it weird because we had won the whole thing and nobody gave us a trip anywhere. And then that season when we were in last place and get up to like 10th or whatever, and that Manfred, the meat guy that would give me
Oh
meat and
yeah,
was my sponsor, he said he was going to fly the whole team to Mallorca if we just got out of the pre-playoffs.
yeah. And then he said when we win the championship, then we go to Rio, to
Yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Something like that was.
And I was like, man, we just won like 2 years ago. Why didn't we go? But Ralphie, so I get into where and what are you doing now? So you're running the Blue Devils of Weiden,
Yeah,
He's the
Will
new
you,
Holger.
the new Holger.
yeah. I'm the
Are
Holger
you
from
100%.
Weiden
He's
are
now.
the
you just
Holger.
crushing vice verse?
Sometimes
Smoking darts. Smoking darts in the office.
and drinking cola and coffee every time fucking I can do it. No,
Hey,
but
don't
I do
forget
all
that.
the whole office shit like Holger did. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know what your role was, but so then you've been retired since 2023 and you laced them up last night. Barry
Yeah,
Lemieux's back.
yeah, sure.
How
Me
did
as a 39-year-old one, and we had, I think, 3 or 4 young guys with 20 or 19 years old. They became to the team too because we was the normal team was 9 guys or 8 guys, so we need some players to can play. So I said, "Oh, I
where are
can
all
do
your
it."
players? Are they all hurt or you guys don't sign many
Hurt,
players?
sick, everything. I think we have 5 guys are hurt, and yeah, 9 guys are sick. So yesterday, probably the
Nine
whole team
guys
was
are sick? Like, what, they have a cabina fest that went wrong?
no. That's I don't
Tech
know. Now
food.
it's normal. It's like the Corona shit. When somebody is sick, everybody is sick.
Man, it actually brings back memories. I used to remember guys would not play because they were sick in Germany. I didn't grow up that way. I remember as a kid like throwing up on the bench and still playing, but everybody does it different, I guess.
Me it was the same, but now when somebody is a little bit sick, then they stay off and take a week off maybe.
Isn't it? It's the same with injuries now too, isn't it? Like I remember guys would play through all sorts of shit, and now when guys are hurt, I don't think they want to play because they won't play as good.
Sometimes it's the doctors too, because now the BG is not so easy anymore. Like years ago, now they look for everything, and when you play and you have a little bit, they don't pay anymore. So it's harder to
That,
get money from the BG.
Yeah, the BG is a real thing. I had my knee
that's
injury in
true. That's
Germany.
true.
Yeah, it is a real thing. I went through it. I played another 6 years after my knee injury, and then when it went on me in Cardiff, um, I had the same lawyer in Germany about it, and she may have mentioned that if I'm able to play again, then I probably will not see any money. But if I can't play again, which the doctors then said they did some test and I had to give out trying to do a squat. There's a spot I give out, and the doctors would never clear me to play again. So then it did work out for me. So Barry, where and what are you doing now?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm retired from everything. Retired from playing, retired from working. I wrote
Did
you.
you make the NHL? Most guys that get
A
to
lot.
retire after played in the NHL. I had to go to
I
work
won
as
the
soon as I got
lottery.
back.
Yeah, won the lottery. No, just kidding.
Yeah, so
I
you
had
had head problems.
yeah, still I had 2 or 3 concussions, and the last one was a little bit too much. So
And you
I'm
still have
done.
problems this long after?
Still, yeah. It's I think yeah, 4 years or something now. Yeah,
Jesus.
still have problems. Yeah, big time problems. Yeah, I can't even drive the car sometimes, and
Really?
it's driving me crazy. Yeah,
Concussions are scary shit, man.
yeah, it is, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
That sucks, dude.
And now you're wondering
Yeah.
why he can't fucking open the computer?
Yeah, now I figure out why
Hey,
you can't get the video on.
funny guys, eh? Little man and Captain Redbeard.
But Barry, you do look a lot tougher than I remember. That beard, it's making you look a little tougher.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. Well, anywho,
Maybe you should grow one too. Maybe you should grow one
I, I-
too.
well, I kind of do, I
Trying
keep
to.
I keep it
You're
trimmed,
trying to.
So Ralphie, how did this game go? Can't just jump over that. You played hockey last night in a pro
Yeah.
game in the second league.
Yeah.
So what,
And
did you guys
against
win the
Rosenheim.
Oberliga last year and move up to the second league, or have they been in that league for a
It's
bit?
2 years ago now. Yeah,
Two.
2 years. Last year they was in the second league and finished at I think 10th or ninth place, and then they make the pre-playoffs and they won the first round and then they get out. But yeah,
That
this
sounds
time
like
they
they're
had
doing all
some
right.
problem. This year we're in the 7th or 8th place. We're fighting with Bietigheim for the 7th place, I think now.
Oh, and
Yeah,
who did you play last night?
Rosenheim in Rosenheim, and there
Oh,
was
that's a loud barn, eh?
4,000 people, and yeah,
So
was crazy to be back on the ice, but
could you
that was
breathe?
fun. Yeah, the
Yeah.
first shift was hard, but after that was okay.
Did you make some plays or
Oh,
hit anybody, or did you just keep it simple?
I had one
he
block and one
cross-checked
hit,
one
so
guy.
everything was okay. It was not a cross
He
check.
cross-checked one guy in front of the net. Sure it was.
Was a box out.
God damn
It's a
it.
normal box out.
Box out, yeah.
Oh
Maybe for the
God.
Undertaker, yeah.
So where is Weiden? Because I was trying to remember. I never played there. They weren't in the league. Where is it?
It's
Yeah, it's new to
out.
Czech bottom.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
Nuremberg,
100,
Nuremberg.
yeah, 100 clicks from Nuremberg,
Okay.
and I think it's 70 or 80 clicks from Regensburg.
And
So
Ralphie, you played there 10 years.
Yeah.
So then
No
you
more.
that
This
and
year again.
right? Yeah, no, you're an active player. So could you be playing tomorrow?
They got some players back finally, so it's good for me.
Oh, so you're
I have
retired again?
off tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe I can come back, but I think now it's over.
That's too bad. I would have loved to see you play. Did you guys know I'm coming back to Germany in February? First time in
I
13
heard
years.
something.
Yeah, I'm
Going to
really,
playing.
what are you
Landshut,
doing?
I'm going to Landshut to play for the LA Icebreakers against Team Germany Old Timers, and the game's on February 7th.
Oh wow!
Hammer told me
So we
that
should
Dirk
come there.
Robles, yeah, Hammer told me Dirk Robles coming for the weekend too, or for the game or something, and I think it's going to be like a reunion. So if you guys have any time, you should maybe swing by Landshut for some fun.
I got time. I got
Ty is
nothing to do.
coming. He's
I'm
playing for who?
Huh?
Ty is coming too, huh?
Yeah, Ty's going to be there. There's going to be a ton of guys there. Hammer and Geipe are playing. Um, Yeah, and the guy that originally brought me over to Germany, Brandon Dietrich, to be his line mate in Landshut, he's also coming too. So I'm pretty excited. It'd be nice to see you guys. And Barry, you don't work, so you have no excuses.
buddy. I'm a professional housewife now, so
You keeping the place clean then?
100%, buddy.
Yeah, dishes are done.
100%. Dog's gone. Everything. It's all good.
Um, so, man, I guess the other way we know each other that we haven't really talked about is I never played another game for the Bietigheim Steelers, but I did win one last trophy, the Pokal. I never played in that game, but we won a championship that year, even though we sucked in the regular season.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Oh
we
my
were in
God.
relegation. Everybody was steaming mad, and then all of a sudden we won the Pokal. And then it's like, oh, everything's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun night. Do you remember when Doug
true.
Andrus peed in Marvin Tepper's skates after we won?
Oh yeah,
No.
that's true.
Yeah, it
That's
happened.
true.
He filled him right to the
Yeah.
top.
But you know what happened to that Tepper guy now?
I have heard. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
He's in fucking jail.
yeah. Well, he was a really good teammate.
That's true.
Yeah, sure.
Do you remember how he would scream at like the younger Germans if they didn't make a good play or didn't pass it to him? He would
It
just
was not to the
lose it.
young guys.
It
It
anybody.
was on Reens too.
What's to everybody? This guy
I
can't
just
even handle
remember when he
a
said one
pass.
time,
Yeah.
when he hit me one more time in the skates, I get off. So he skates another
That's
round,
true.
get the pass in the skates, and then he say, "Hey, coach, my
I'm-
ankle is fucked, so I have to go." I said, "No way."
He was all over Opie every practice.
Oh man, that
Remember?
season I thought was as dysfunctional as a team could be, and it actually pisses me off that that's how my Bietigheim Steeler career ended. Um, we weren't good enough, but then when we weren't playing well to start with, man, do you remember the day we were going into the November break and we were all supposed to, there was holidays booked, trips booked, vacations,
Yep.
and then they told us we had to stay and we couldn't go anywhere, and then they bag skated us the whole week, and then it was either the start of that week or the end. I think it was the end of that week after he had bagged us the whole week. And then he had the Germans play the imports, and then it got right heated. I didn't give a fuck, and I was like, whatever. I'm not trying today. Let's just get through this. But then there was like there was a fight. Kudelka against Carlos. Remember that?
Eh,
You don't remember? Man, I would
Carlos
remember.
against Kudelka, eh?
Yeah, Mark Whitfoth in the
Yeah, I know.
in our scrimmage in practice, and like I that's when I was like as a leader on this team and like one of the older guys or that have been here for 4 years, and like this is my team that like we're playing Germans against the imports and we're fighting each other. I'm like, this is so opposite of when I got to Bietigheim and everybody was one team. But I thought Tepper helped our
Something
team
I
that
missed
year.
in my head.
I thought Tepper
But
helped our
that's
team
not.
that year because then everybody, it was kind of like you said, 25 guys against one, Barry. When he came in and he was a really bad teammate, it brought everybody else together.
Yeah. But you know what? I
Yeah,
think it's
because of,
we're talking about a different season right now because
yeah,
Kudelka and Whitford they didn't play
that
together
was the
with
year
Tepper
when I came. That was the year before.
because
Oh, it was?
when
Pretty good fight.
when Kudelka and Whitford played in Bietigheim, I played in
Oh, so
Freiburg.
I was thinking of the wrong coach getting fired. That's when Brittig was going to get fired.
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah, I
that's
think
when I
it's
came in
half the season. Yeah,
yeah.
because Kudelka was my department.
There was a couple tough seasons there, man. Like going to Bietigheim and loving it so much and winning, and then we were so tight, and I'm like, I'm gonna play here forever. And then the budget goes down, and it's has nothing to do with us, but the budget goes down, and we just aren't even close to the same team. You know,
yeah.
it's really
And you
not
guys
fun
had
in
the
Germany when you're losing, man.
and you guys still had the French barbecues and
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember.
Uh you just gotta try to fit in with them, but I didn't that well, I guess.
French barbecue
Probably.
was Slayer and La Tendresse.
I one thing I remember about Kudelka though was he was out with a concussion, and then we went out in town for like dinner or whatever and drinks, and then like he drank, and then the next hasn't been playing, hasn't like back he isn't back yet from a concussion, and he goes out drinking, and then the next day when we have to skate a bit, he's like throwing up and has to get off the ice, and I'm like, dude, like you're not even healthy, and then you go out and get drunk and you can't even practice. It's strange year.
But he was a
Was he
Czech guy.
Czech?
That's normal for them.
Czech guy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they can get after it, I guess, eh?
But I remember the one game with him was against Bremerhaven, I think, because there was the McPherson guy, and he pulled him out of the penalty box. I think that was a good fight from him.
He pulled him right out of the penalty box? I don't remember that.
Yeah. There was one thing I remember with him because I was always with him on the ice.
Yeah. So I don't even know what we should talk about, but I guess you guys came up in Bietigheim as like kids, right? And did Danny help coach both of you guys coming up, or who were your coaches?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been nice, to have like a former pro hockey player like being your coach and when you're a young guy.
We have it two
For
times.
sure.
First time with Uli Liebsch.
Okay.
He brought us to the first team. And then after that,
we were young
Danny.
though.
Yeah.
We were young, like real young. I think I remember when I was 14, I practiced first time with the pros.
How's that as a 14-year-old?
It's crazy. It's just a Saturday practice,
Right.
Just a light skate, but
that must have been
awesome.
Cool though. Like, I mean, it's different everywhere in hockey, but like in Canada, the kids don't get to like practice with the pro teams like they do in Germany.
Yeah.
And it's also a totally different transition getting into pro. Like here you would go NCAA and then when you go pro, you're either ready or you're not. Where in Germany, man, there's like years where you just sit on the bench and practice. And then some guys get a chance, some guys never really do, right?
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I remember something.
Or you get kicked off the ice because you made a bad pass.
Hey. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I got kicked off the ice because I made a bad pass. Oh, sorry, it's 2 bad passes. You were there too,
Barry. If I was your coach, I wouldn't kick you off the ice for having a bad pass. Okay.
Sorry, second bad pass, second one.
So Barry, I think you went to this Weiden place before Ralphie did, eh? That's where you went after Bietigheim?
Oh,
You went for 1 year. And then you went to
I
Regensburg.
I went after
God,
Bietigheim,
my research
team's
team's got to be better. I'm sorry.
That's true. Maybe stay off the beer, buddy. Oh, I went after Bietigheim. When you guys played together, I went to Freiburg for 2 years.
Right.
And after that, Danny was still the coach. I got back to Bietigheim.
Yeah. And then after that, I remember that. So you would have gone to Freiburg when Brittig was there, and then probably to get a chance and get more ice time, right?
Yep, exactly. Yep. Which I did. So,
yeah. So were you a forward or a defenseman? Because when you were coming up, you were like a forward, and then you played a lot of D.
Every year I started as a forward, then a D gets hurt or something. I played D, and then I started playing D after that. So
smooth skating, right-handed D man, eh?
Yeah, because when I was young, like a kid, I used to be a D man. So.
Okay, so it wasn't that bad of a transition, so you could do both.
No, yeah. So they turned me into an offensive D-man,
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
What did you like more, forward or D?
I think D, like offensive D-man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I care, I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
With me as a partner.
Yeah. So you guys played together. Yeah, you guys played together in Weiden. So were you guys partners?
Yes.
Just on power play.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Split.
Are you drunk?
Wenn
we
wir
played together. Ja.
In einer Reihe, nein. Der hat uns doch auseinander dann.
Hey.
Last year.
Yeah, schon lange her.
I don't know who to believe because Barry seems pretty certain, but he also said his brain scrambled. So
scrambled eggs.
So were you guys good when you were in Weiden?
Oh, first year we sucked. We had a coach.
Big time. Oh my god!
I don't know what I can tell you about this guy.
Russian coach.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you have some training too, like July's in Bietigheim?
Nope.
Different.
But you know what's funny? He called me in I don't know, I think start of August, said, "Hey Barry, what's up? We need to practice hard. We need to practice hard in Weiden. We good team and everything like this. Are you in shape?" I said, "Hey, listen, I had a surgery 3 months ago. I'd be ready, no worries." We came there, it's just like the worst practice ever. We didn't do anything. Nothing.
Um,
Nothing.
so like I don't know what this coach did, but like after you go to different
That's
countries to play and you see every country kind of does hockey differently. When I was in the Continental Cup with the Danish team, there was a team from Kazakhstan there, and I watched their practice like before the tournament started, and it was so weird, man. Nobody was having any fun. It was all business. But then what they would do was they would like do something for like, I don't know, a while and do a couple drills. And then they would just like take a break for like 10 minutes or however long. And then they would start again. And it like, it was weird because they didn't just like practice hard and get off. They would like take breaks. And it was like the longest practice ever, but I found it interesting to watch. What was this guy doing?
literally
Just,
nothing. Just
Yeah.
talking on the ice. He was just talking. We did one drill for I don't know, like 5 minutes, and then he starts talking for 10 minutes. And we did another drill for 5 minutes, and he starts again talking for 10 minutes.
I've always found it interesting, especially when I went to Germany, was how they choose who the coaches are, you know? So
When it's
We
family,
had we had a oh yeah.
what?
the family thing,
Say it again.
he brings this and this guy in, and
Yeah.
then it's the whole family there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to know the right people, I guess.
We
Yeah.
had that too, Ralphie. Not even once. We had it
But going
twice.
going back to you guys coming up in Bietigheim was I looked at a couple of your like junior team rosters and I knew like every player. I guess I was in
Yeah.
Bietigheim for 4 years and then when you leave and you never go back. But like, man, you guys played with like all the guys that ended up being on the pro team or that I knew from around town.
Yep, it's true.
Yeah. It's weird as a Canadian, you go over there and like you don't really think of like how small Bietigheim is and everybody knows everybody, you know?
Hmm.
And yeah, it's different. Because you're just over there like, oh, nobody knows who I am, but it's a small town and you're the only guy that can't speak German, you know?
Yeah. But Wal, do you miss anything about Bietigheim, like or
Uh,
Germany in general?
yeah, oh yeah. Um,
Instead,
well, my friends, you like this is why I started this was to catch up with my
yeah,
buddies I played with that when hockey ended and I come back here, like nobody even knows I ever played. Just start the real world, doing my job and had like not much hockey in my life. My kids were really young, just not really on teams yet. They're just doing the like skills practices. And when I thought of this was around the same time I started coaching real teams in minor hockey. I've done it 4 or 5 years in a row now, and it brought back all my fun of hockey. I get, screw around with kids and like have
yeah,
fun with them, but also try to make them like love hockey and beat the other towns, and that's really fun. But getting to do this and catch up with guys that I haven't seen in forever, it's a weird job we have when you go over there and you love hockey and you're doing it because of that. And then all of a sudden it just ends and you're just back in Canada and you're like, so all my buddies that I've been hanging out with for the last 10 years are across the ocean, you know?
yeah. It's everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah. And man, and then there's a lot of Canadians that are still in Germany, right? They go over there, fall in love, start making German babies, and they never come back.
yeah, it's true.
It
Yeah.
is true. And then it's weird when you go to different countries to play. Like there's a lot of Canadians now living in Cardiff that got, fell in love when I was there and now they're still there. And then there's hockey dudes everywhere. And it's hard to see your friends. That's why I like this Zoom thing, you know?
Oh, I don't like the I don't like this Zoom thing. Just
Yeah.
That's why we
Driving
don't
me nuts.
have this in Germany
Yeah.
because everybody's here normally.
But yeah, like I miss the food a lot in Germany. I found it weird that they brought me over to Germany to be a pro hockey player and then showed me all this really cool food and then wanted me to be fit. Didn't work out so great. But I miss the food a lot and I'll probably eat a lot of it in February. But
Probably, yeah. How long are you
Schweinebraten?
staying?
I'm staying at Hammers and he's making me Schweinebraten.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
like the
Yeah,
whole time here.
Jeden Mittwoch. Schweinebraten. I figured out how to make schnitzels, like you guys do, and I got a Spätzle maker. I make Spätzle. So I had to
Oh,
figure out
wow.
how to make some of the food. So, and fun fact for you guys, coaching the kids, the last 2 years on my 40th and 41st birthdays, I brought Kabina Fest to Germany, to Canada, because nobody knows about this around here. I made Spätzle for my under 13 boys, and they enjoyed it, had never ate it before. And then both years we won all Ontario and beat everybody and won the championship. It was pretty cool.
See, it's all about the Spätzle.
It's all about Kabina
Yeah,
Fest, eh? Is Kabina
yeah.
Fest still a thing?
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
yeah, big time. Big
Yeah.
time. Oh, big time.
But now it's
Big
maybe
time.
not so much beer anymore. But
They-
you have
they-
still the food in the dressing room.
right, which brings the team together. Um, yeah, I guess hockey players are different now. Eh? There's probably less beers, or is there still beers on the bus after a win?
Maybe it's one case, but when you go out of the bus, there's half of the case is still full because nobody drinks.
Right, because
Yeah.
they got to be fast and skinny or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
just
weird, man.
And always healthy food before games and everything. Yeah.
yeah,
It's just
protein
chicken,
shakes, phone.
vegetables.
Oh yeah, games changed, eh?
Yeah.
People have changed. People
So
have
no
changed,
fun
man.
with the
Those
food.
some young guys, they take it way too serious, in
You
my
gotta have
opinion.
fun playing hockey, don't you?
It's just my opinion, yeah. Some young guys are taking way too serious. Way too
I
serious.
I totally get it. There's triple A around here. There's single A. There's all these different levels, and you see how into it the parents are, and kids need to remember hockey's fun and that they need to enjoy it. If it feels like a
That's
job
true.
and you're a kid, I mean, how much are you gonna love it in a couple of years?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even
And
the
you hate
young
it
guys on
because
the
you don't
pro
want to
team
do it
too.
every time.
What was that, Ralphie?
It's always the same with them now. They,
Turn it on or
because
off.
they do this because they have to do it, and then they suck. After 2 years they suck, and then they hate it, and then they
Yeah,
quit.
no, and I think hockey, it's the people that love it the most and are having the most fun that will practice harder and try harder to get better because they love the game and it's not a job. I think when I went to Germany and it was like, okay, that North American career is over. I'm gonna go over there, try and make a career over there, but I'm also gonna have fun when I play. And the first couple years in Landshut and Bietigheim were so much fun and we were winning. And then when it wasn't fun because we were losing, in Bietigheim, and then even in Heilbronn, my last year, when you're not winning as much as you should, and hockey's not that much fun, it felt like a job, and you don't play as good when it feels like a job.
True.
Yeah.
100%.
Then you don't.
100%.
When I remember, when always Friday or Sunday after the games, when we won, we went to Hammer's place or to Guypi's place, and it was so much fun, especially when we
Every
put
time, yeah,
you
yeah.
on the carpet and fucking roll you in.
When you rolled me up in a carpet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, sometimes the
Yeah,
lamb of
everybody
bar could
got
get
fun,
away
and
from
that's
you,
why.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pushing you in some bushes or something, or
Yeah.
Ah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. But Barry, speaking of that, when we did win in Bietigheim, you were young. You were still
yeah.
just breaking in, and we had a stacked roster, so you didn't get that much ice time. But man, was it fun when we won, eh?
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh,
Big time.
that
I
last
was
game
not
in
even
Munich was
playing.
nuts.
Oh wow, yeah. True. But the funny thing is I was not even playing and making more money than I made in the whole month, the whole salary.
Uh,
Just because playoff bonus.
well, the playoff bonus, and then do you like? I don't think anybody realized how good we were going to be that year when they put in the contracts that like after 80 points, everybody on the
Yeah.
team got 250 euros per point. So a win is
Yeah.
3 points. So every player
The
in the
young
team got
guys.
750 euros per player. And I remember once we got to 80 points, we lost the next game. And then we never lost another game the rest of the year. And we ended up with like 105 points. And like to think of how much
Yeah.
money that cost the team. And then we had no budget for like the next 3 years.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
I still remember you kids because you guys probably weren't on that much money when you're 18, 19 or whatever. But then
True.
we'd win 2 games on the weekend. Everybody would get 1,500 euros. And then you guys would show up at the next road game with like new laptops.
PlayStation, everything.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah,
True.
that was the year I
Yeah.
bought my first house. So thanks, Bietigheim.
Yeah. See.
Uh, but the one thing I guess, winning's fun. Sometimes it can get away from you. My first 2 years pro, I lost in the finals in the East Coast and then in Landshut. And then when we won in Bietigheim, I didn't know there was a parade. I would have behaved better. I would have been ready to play, but nobody told me there was a parade. And we had a late
Yeah,
night
right.
after we won, like a really late night, like 7 a.m. or so, give or take, at Schmatzy's place after that party with all the fans. And then they woke up at noon and were like, let's go downtown for beers. And I was like, well, that makes sense. Like we won. And then come 4 or 5 o'clock at night when we've been there all day again, Dirt shows up downtown and says, what are you guys doing? We have a parade. Then we hopped in the
But
back. Oh man, it was
yeah,
bad.
sorry.
No, I got in the
Yeah.
back of
But
Dirk's car. It was full because he was the only one that could drive. And I was in the trunk with my dog. And
I
when we
know.
got to the rink and they opened up the trunk, me and my dog kind of roll out. And the news was filming me. And I like rolled out of the car.
Your dog was drunk like you. Remember, because you're giving him beer. But
Well,
we
but
met
like
at 1 o'clock.
he had no leash. And I didn't know there was a parade and he was with me. And then I never really had a leash with him. But then when there's like 10,000 people downtown and your dog's on no leash, people come up and be like, hey, Wally, your dog's down here. And I'm like, okay. And then I go get him again. And then I was like, okay, it's time to get him home. I didn't realize there'd be this many people here. And I didn't realize there was a parade. And it's my fault. I should have known.
All good. You're still
Yeah.
alive though.
Yeah, right? We got through it.
Yeah. I remember we met at Mimo's place, remember?
Oh
At
yeah,
that little
Mimo. Yeah. That was a funny thing. I used to go there. He just had a little coffee shop, and then I would go for coffee. Got to know him, and he was a funny dude. And then he got a little restaurant, and then he'd play like the guitar and close the restaurant, and we'd all be in there, and he'd
Yeah.
play the guitar. And then he had a great Sylvester, a New Year's Eve party when he had
Oh
the
yeah.
basement down there. I remember that because my
Yeah.
sister and brother-in-law came over for that party. It was a good one.
Yeah.
But that brought the tea. I found like I sold a lot of food and coffee for him over the years and beer.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. I don't think he'll forget me because I brought a lot of the team to that place.
Yeah. That's the funny thing is after that he closed that restaurant because
I wasn't in Bietigheim anymore, bringing the team.
No, he used to be or still is a big time gambler. Did you know that?
No,
Slot machines
that's not a good idea.
with Mr. Caveman. Ralphie knows who I'm talking about. You know Caveman?
Yeah. Caveman, it's some other guy. Opie.
You know Caveman?
Oh yeah,
Caveman?
I know who you're talking about. Opie. So they got into the gambling together?
Yeah. So I think every second day they went to the casino and just gambled.
That's usually not a good idea.
Yeah. So Mimo, I think
Opie was sitting in this like this all the time when he got the food at Mimo's place. He took fucking
Just
two
shuffling
tables.
it in, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
remember he got
I
in
think
trouble the parade day when we sat there at his place all afternoon in the sun drinking beers before we knew there was a parade. He had like a keg out and it was all cash back then. And then I remember him getting in trouble from the city because he didn't pay his taxes on all the beer he had sold that day. I think he sold quite a bit.
exactly.
Yeah. Hmm.
And that's why he closed his restaurant.
Gotcha.
And I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I went back to visit my family in near Bietigheim,
Yeah.
and I heard he had a new restaurant. So I went there, saw him again, and we just had same. It's like on a I don't know soccer field. He had this like Italian restaurant thing. He's used to play the guitar, same stuff, same shit like he used to do in the basement. And 1 year or 2 years later, I just found out he closed that thing too because of the same reason, because he didn't pay his like rent and stuff like this.
Uh,
And another like 2 years ago, I went to Bietigheim with my girlfriend to show her the town because my uncle's birthday. And I was walking up downtown in Bietigheim, and I just see him right there, right on the street, Mimo. He was making pizza like in the middle of the road. I said, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" We were talking. I said, "Yeah, it's a special pizza dough my buddy makes specially for me. All the Italian ingredients I fly into from Italy." And I said, "Yeah, yeah, right, buddy. It's okay."
um, that's that's a small world. I haven't thought about Mimo in a while, but man, I spent a lot of time at that place, and he was a talent though. Like if he could pay his taxes and do it right, like when he would get the guitar out and the way he was like an entertainer while he was doing it, you know?
True. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. But
Oh
people
yeah.
love it. You feel
We went to
you
show
go
him
there
the
for
thing.
yeah, you went there for food and you feel like it's like
It's an
family meeting,
experience.
like a
Yeah. Well, my
big
parents came
family
over.
meeting.
My parents would come over and like they talked about Mimo more than anything about their trip. Uh,
That's
well,
true.
hopefully he can figure out another restaurant and make things happen again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe,
because
I don't know.
he
I
is
don't know
good
if
at it.
he's still like skiing or something. I don't know. Ralphie
Um,
knows what I'm talking about. I don't want to make any
Yeah.
rumors up, but just like,
No.
yeah, I gotcha. Um, here's a random question because I still don't feel right about missing it. Did you guys partake in Renee Schoff's jersey retirement game? Because he invited me and I couldn't make it work, and I still haven't been back to Bietigheim since I left. And he was the last guy I played with that would happen for, and I didn't make it, and I still feel like shit about it. Were you guys there?
No,
nope.
we was still in the playoffs. We was I think was the finals. So I can go there. I was like, yeah, maybe I can come over because it was a Saturday game, but we played Sunday in Hanover or something like that. So I
In the
said, no.
playoffs, so yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I said, fuck, sorry, but I can't come.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to say the same thing because I was already going to Cardiff for a different guy's game, and I just couldn't do both trips in 1 year. But yeah, it's too bad because Bietigheim's a cool spot. What was your favorite restaurant in Bietigheim? We've talked about Mimo's. Other than Mimo's, where would you guys go to eat if you went back to Bietigheim back in the day? Huh?
Sometimes Lama Bar, huh?
For the
Lama
food?
Bar, we can go always.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the
Besenwirtschaft.
pepper schnitzel.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the Llama Bar was great every time. I never had a bad time at the Llama Bar, but food-wise, Luigi's was good downtown, but then there was Rossnecht downtown, the German
Rosknecht,
place.
yeah.
Rosknecht, yeah.
That place is good.
Rosknecht, yeah.
And
Or
then
the Italian place at the rink, next to the rink.
that was okay. I liked the Sergio's. It was kind of by my place on the way out of town. They had a lovely rosé tortellini.
Wie
You
ist das
remember the
oben?
East?
Ja, wie
Wo?
oben da, wo der Mimo gerade rüber, rechts oben. Da wo man immer Schnitzel Milano.
Oh, I know what you're
Villa
saying.
Visconti. Villa Visconti.
Ja.
There was another one,
Back in the
Colombo.
days. Colombo.
Ja, Colombo, ja.
They had good tomato
Super.
soup.
Yeah.
Ah, man. I don't know why I remember the food so much, eh? Maybe I'm a fat boy.
But I but, but I think the Besenwirtschaft was good.
Yeah, the Basin? Oh,
Yeah,
do you remember my Cabina Fest that went sideways on us?
I know. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. So,
there's
yeah.
there's
I
there's
still don't think
probably
I'm not, I don't think if I got back to Bietigheim, they would have let me have another Cabina Fest at the Basin.
that's where Kaufman did his knife thing, right?
The Russian knives where he put his hand on the table
I know.
and
Yeah.
and like ruined their table with the knife going between his fingers and was screaming at the top of his lungs while doing it.
I know.
And this was like one of our goal scorers that like was putting a knife between his fingers as fast as
I
he
was
could.
sitting I was sitting right next to him. He always went like, Black, look at me, Black.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh my God.
I remember I was so drunk. I just fell asleep like this on the table. And all of a sudden somebody slapped me so hard in my face. I went like, what's going on now? And I just look over and it says it was Dirk. Dirk Ralf was like, you can't sleep right now. You're a young guy. You have to be awake and do something. I said, all right, all right. I was pretty damn drunk.
Um, I was just, you don't really realize what you're doing as a Canadian over in Germany. You don't realize it's a small town, nobody talks. When I booked the restaurant for the night for the team, they probably didn't know what was coming.
Probably, yeah.
Probably had a few people talking around town after, and my fault.
We,
Sorry. I didn't know how the guys were going to behave. I thought I was well behaved. I was the host, but I
yeah.
can't control if the guy from Kazakhstan wants to do Russian knives on the table.
But you heard about his daughter?
No.
Oh yeah, that's what I tell too. Yeah,
She's table
she went.
tennis. Yeah, for the
She went to the
Olympic team in
Olympics.
Germany. Yeah,
Kaufman's
won.
daughter is in the Olympics for Team
She,
Germany?
yeah, she went
Yeah,
to the Olympics.
Is she
Ping
gonna
pong
I
or
think she
table
won
tennis,
something.
however you call it.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
ping pong. Yeah,
Ping pong, not tennis. Table tennis.
she,
table tennis. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
she's there with. She won something there too, so it was
Really?
unreal.
We
That's
gotta
really
check out her
cool.
When you think
phone.
about Kaufmann,
Yeah, I don't think a podcast would work with him. His English just isn't quite good enough.
Yeah, buddy, it's a German podcast then. German
Oh,
Russian podcast.
yeah.
yeah.
We played together for a couple years. I'm trying to think of how long, but like we never really spoke to each other, you know? Because we couldn't.
Why? Because of
But now it's Google Translator
his
on the
golden
phone.
teeth.
Well, he had the gold teeth, but like my German wasn't quite good enough for the most part, and then his English it wasn't a thing. So we just went out and played the game.
I remember when he was so pissed because he didn't score. He just put all of his sticks right in the toilet. Remember that?
You remember that too? Because I've told that story on
Yeah,
here, and I
yeah,
have somebody that confirmed it. When he wasn't
yeah,
scoring, he put his
100%.
sticks in the toilet.
All of them. All of
Wasn't
them.
it because he wanted like dirty goals?
Yeah, and he flushed it also. He flushed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, there's some weird stuff out there when you start playing hockey around the world.
Big time. Big time.
I think, did you leave after we won the first year I was in Bietigheim? And then you left, right?
Yeah,
So
I
you
left.
weren't
Yeah.
there when we had to wear snorkels in the parking lot and
No,
do sprints with snorkels on?
no. I left
Right.
before because
Well, that was a good
the other
idea
guy was
because it was the most ridiculous thing I've
100%.
ever seen.
Buddy, this guy was crazy. He was all over me every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Do you remember that story when we that overspeed training with that bungee rope?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I
First he
remember
tried it.
doing a lot of crazy shit. Yeah.
when we were downtown at Balkut
Yeah.
with the old physio friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
He
That
he,
guy.
ti- he tied he tied it up around his hips, and one guy was like right in front of him sprinting, and he was old at this. I think he was like 70 or something, and he couldn't hold it anymore. He just fell over. His face was all black and blue. Remember that?
Yeah, I actually don't really remember it, but there was a lot of stuff going on back then.
I got another one for you. I got another one for you. And then he said, we can't do this anymore down there. We do it on the ice with Pascal Schoofs, me, and Dan the Man Heilman. You remember him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dad was
I
great.
was I was holding that rope,
Yeah.
and Dan was sprinting in front of me on the ice. And the coach told me just smoothly let the rope just go. It just doesn't snap, you know? So I let it smoothly, just let it like this. And Dan stepped on the rope and pulled his groin.
And then he was
And
hurt.
coach came up to me and said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Now we have another injured player just all over me. I said, hey, I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Yeah, right.
You're the guy who wants to do like this, right?
I was really lucky that he liked me. And
Yeah.
like he believed
Because
me.
you were scoring goals.
Right, but like if he didn't like you, holy moly, I couldn't imagine because I had it I liked it that he played me with Justin all the time and we'd start every period, start every power play, start every penalty kill, and I played like a ton. It was the most I ever played. And like
Yeah.
if he didn't like guys, like once we started losing when the
Like
budget went
me?
down a couple years after, and then I realized how he would treat me if we weren't winning. And I was like, I
Yeah.
can't play hockey like this. There's no way. There was one time I skated across the red line and I had room, so I kept skating. And I got to the bench and he said, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I told you to shoot it from the red line. It's always a threat."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Shoot the puck from the red line's a threat in pro hockey?" But then the next time I got over the red line, I had to shoot it at the net, or else I wouldn't play again.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
It
got
was
fired right after
that's the
that, though.
rules.
Once the
Good
rule
job.
started that you had to
Good
shoot from the
job.
red line, they fired him. So that worked out. But I think I'm going to see him in Landshut, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So I'm not coming because I don't know.
Uh,
Better for me or
you,
for him. I don't
it's going to
know.
be a big arena. You don't have to be around him if you don't want.
Yeah, but maybe on the after party. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this guy was all over me every fucking day, every goddamn day.
You,
Seriously,
and it's hard. And when you're a young kid coming up and you want to love hockey, that's a tough way to start, eh?
you can't say anything to him because it's the coach. You're a young guy. What do you want to say? What do you want
You,
to say?
you can't say nothing. You just eat it.
Nothing.
You eat that big
Yeah.
shit burger.
Was it Pascal and Shrimpy who have to bike in the sauna?
The sauna.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Yeah, the
you
spinning
so
bike
you
in the
no
sauna.
okay. You guys want to
Because
start on this? You guys talking about Pascal and whoever might other had to do it? Do you know how that started? It was so the year I play with you, Barry, and then we win. You leave. I hurt my knee in preseason. They say they take me to three different doctors. They all say different things. One guy says 4 to 6 weeks, which was his friend from his hometown. Says 4 to 6 weeks. Another person said like 3 to 6 months. Another person said something even crazier, longer. So we're like, ah, we'll just go with 4 to 6 weeks and I'll be fine. I never got checked out again once we got to 4 weeks. Like not even the 6 weeks. As soon as we got to 4 weeks, that means I'm fine. They're not even gonna check it out again. And then we're doing the pregame skate, and he says, "Well, we got Waldo back tonight unless he's a pussy in front of the whole team." And I'm like, "Well, I'll play." So then I play the first 4 games of the season, completely tear it, and then I'm out for the whole fucking year. And then it was New Year's Eve. This is how crazy this guy is. I'm not playing. I'm done for the year. New Year's Eve, I have all the guys over at my place, and he calls me And he's like, come to the rink right now. I'm like, no, I have all the guys over. I'm not coming. And he's like, okay, well, meet me in the morning. I'm like, whatever. I go meet him and he says, if you want to play hockey here next year, a contract here, you're going to do whatever I say for the rest of the year. And this was January 1st. That turned into riding the bike in the sauna for 90 minutes a day for the rest of the year.
Good start of the year, eh?
It it the between my balls and my asshole was the most sore I've ever like every time I had to sit on that fucking bike, I would be in tears. And then I have to sit there for 90 minutes. And then you bring up Franzi. When they'd be out on the ice, I'd time it. So
You
when
would
they go on the
watch.
ice, I get in the sauna. And then I, could still hang with the boys before and after practice. I tried to get out early one day. Franzi's timing me and says, Waldo, it's only been 78 minutes. Get back in there. And I was like, you rat. God. So yeah, once I did that, then he must have made other people do it because man, it was crazy. And we didn't even have iPhones. I had nothing to do in there. All I had was an iPod with music and solitaire. And I'd play solitaire for 90 minutes a day. The things we do to play hockey, eh?
Do you remember when
Crazy.
he came up to us? He came up to us, to the young guy, said, "Yeah, your wrists are too weak." I said, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, you need to work on your one-timers and wrist shots and stuff like this. You need stronger wrists." I said, "Yeah, what do you want to do about it? Just tell me."
Oh, you had to do the
Comes
thing where
up the
you
No. No, he comes up the next day. He fills up the whole stick, the inside of the stick with sand.
right.
I think Pascal goes on the ice and said, "Yeah, let's do one-timers." He made, I think, 2 or 3 wrist like one-timers, and the whole stick break was broken, and the whole sand was on the ice. I said, "Come on, buddy, give me a fucking break. What are you doing?" And he was all over him. He said, "It's your fault. Now the Zamboni guy's pissed and blah, 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 blah." I said, "What's wrong with you, man?
I didn't put the sand
Like,
in there.
seriously."
Oh man. Yeah. Funny stories that used to go on, eh?
Oh,
Isn't it weird though that this used to be like our days and then like when you get out of hockey and then like Ralph, you're still around it. You're still around a team. You're still around the game.
Oh
I
yeah,
found it really weird. Like
that's one
it,
game.
it's all yeah, but you're still around the boys. Hey, crush and vice first. Like
Yeah,
when I came back and it was just all over, and I'm like, okay, so now I sit at a desk for 8 hours a day. There's no funny stories. There's nobody putting sand in sticks or in toilets. Like, so like this is it. This is what I do now. It's a weird
what I did
transition.
too. Well, did you know that I went to school and did like a butcher training?
Butcher training?
Yeah. Or what's it called
Yeah,
in
so like
English? Sorry, I got it.
are you saying to like cut up the animals into the right pieces for like the grocery
Yeah,
stores and stuff?
like real butcher. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got that around here.
I did this. Yeah, I did this.
Your email makes sense now.
Yeah, it's true. I did this. Yeah. Seriously, I was working too. I was
Yeah.
working and playing hockey. Yeah. Same like Ralphie did. We
Um,
were working and playing hockey.
yeah, no, and that happens. Like when I was in Denmark, some of the Danish guys would do that. They'd work
Yeah,
you'd practice at 4:45 or something, so they'd work all day and then come to practice.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
but your career didn't last long,
Yeah. Because I got injured playing
right?
hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finished like my training in, I think, in June or something, and I got hit in November on the ice. So
Man,
after
it
that, I
sucks
was
to
done.
hear.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's not too big of a problem. You want to be able to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow. Somehow, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I'm getting probably looks like I'm getting a handicap pass.
Oh,
Like
really?
like
So that
but you
like
can park
park
everywhere
wherever.
now. Then
So
no, no.
what else to it other than the parking?
The wheelchair
taxes,
parking place is for Barry.
Yeah,
Sorry, what'd you say, Barry? For what?
The wheelchair parking place is for him now.
No,
Not
but
true.
so
No,
what is?
just like taxes and stuff like this, and you get
Oh, okay.
like you know some different then.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad your head's feeling okay for the chat today. You seem good today.
Yeah, because I did the last like 2 days, I didn't do too much, so I gotta make plans, you know.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Well, you got to live, man.
It's hard, yeah. Yeah, it's
Um,
true.
so speaking of coaches and different ones we've had, um, I thought I would play in Bietigheim my whole career. I loved it there, loved all the guys, the town, the people. I thought I fit in. Um, then they fired Danny Held, um, which I was doing well playing for him. Him letting me do what I wanted and playing me quite a bit, but our team wasn't doing well. And then they fire him, and the new guy came in, Mr. Gaudet, and
Almost.
he did not like me. Never liked me from the get-go. Would talk to all the other players on the team, would not speak to me or have meetings with me, but he'd have tons of meetings about everything and not with me. And then come the end of the year and I get offered from Hellbron. He's like, yeah, you go. Um, it was quite upsetting because when Bietigheim had money and they said to me like we're gonna have a couple down years here, but stick with us and we'll get through this together, and then we'll come out the other side and you'll still be a Steeler and you never left. And I'm like, cool. And then we lose for a couple years and it's fucking awful. And then they bring in a new coach that never wants me, never gives me a chance. Um, do you remember the system we would play, Barry? I don't know if you were playing right wing back then, but it was
One
Shotgun.
three one
the shotgun
shotgun,
one
one three
three
one.
one,
Yeah,
and the
shotgun.
right
Yeah,
winger. So you stand in the neutral zone 1-3-1. You
yeah.
get them to dump it in, and then the right winger doesn't even go back to his own end. He goes
Stay in
and
the
Yeah.
blue line.
cherry picks. And so
Yeah.
my whole game was stand at the red line, make them dump it in, and then stand at the far blue line. So I never actually skated anywhere for like months because I just stood at the red line and the blue line. And it was the weirdest thing ever, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah. I
I
was
think
the
it
back D.
works. I think it works.
Yeah.
I think it
There's always
I think it
Right, but I
as a
works.
wanted
D
to
you have
play
to run
any
the puck.
position but right wing. I didn't want to stand
Yeah.
there and cherry pick and then just stand there at the red line and let them come to you. It was so
Yeah.
boring. You couldn't even get into the game because you're just standing there. But
Yeah, Ralphie was the cheating guy. Ralphie was the
Yeah, I
first
was the
D-man
first
back
guy
there. He
back.
was a cheating guy.
you were the
He
one,
was
Yeah,
the
standing
the
one
at the
three
that's
one.
it.
You
yeah,
were ready to hard
Yeah,
rim it up to the far blue line.
yeah. Fired
yeah,
up, doesn't matter how.
Just
yeah,
smash it out of the zone.
yeah.
I do have a funny story though, because I really didn't like that guy because he didn't like me, and then asked me to kindly leave Bietigheim forever. Um, I had a really funny story about him. I went back to the UK and got talking with a coach that had coached in Germany, and he's like, "I got to tell you a story." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "You know that guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I really don't like him. He didn't like me, and he got me to leave the team I thought I'd always play for." And he's like, "Well, do you want to hear a story?" I'm like, "Yes, please." When he was coaching in Hanover, um, the fellas hated him so much. Do you know this story?
I don't know. Just keep going. We figured
Uh,
out. Maybe I know another story for you.
so the team hated him so much they had a Cabina Fest in the room, and he wasn't around. And be interesting if he hears us talk today. But um, he told
That's
me that
Ralphie's problem, not ours.
one of the players put his put his whistle in his ass, and the whole team saw it. It's kind of like pissing in Marvin Tepper's skate. Um, he put his whistle in his ass, and then the next day at practice, every time he blow the whistle, the boys would start laughing, and he didn't know why. And I tell you, what goes around comes around. It was just a great story to hear. That's all.
Wow.
It made my day hearing that story. So Barry, did you have another story?
No, it's all good.
One thing I wanted to bring up on my notes, they're pretty random. But do you remember how much fun our Super Bowl parties were when we played in Bietigheim?
Yep.
Yeah. We would go to that place
Yeah.
in that town.
Oops. Oops.
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah, the sports bar.
Yeah.
The game wouldn't even start till like 1 in the morning.
Everybody was shit faced.
It'd be a full night, eh? That Super Bowl was a big
Yeah.
deal back then.
Yeah. I think everybody paid 20 euros for the buffet. Nobody was eating anything because they're so drunk. It's just like couldn't
Well,
eat anything.
we'd finish our game on the Sunday at like 6 o'clock or whatever, and then you'd have till 1 a.m. till you even got to the place for the game. Good times.
Yeah.
Other things I wanted to bring up that were fun in Bietigheim is the Feder Market.
Yep.
Yeah, Pferdemarkt.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to start a hockey season, isn't it? Get all the boys to the beer tent.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're allowed to.
Right, if you don't get in trouble. Yeah.
Mm.
Barry, were you on the team? Because I still feel bad about this because I always wanted my teammates to like me. But I was trying to raise the puppies right, and some things I disagreed with. When every player kept the sticker on their brim of their hat, and they thought it was cool, like they were a rapper or a gangster, and they'd keep the sticker on their hat. And the one night at the Feder Market, I ripped all the stickers off the puppies' hats, and they were so
Yeah.
mad at me
I
because they were
think,
like,
but
do you remember that? Because they were all like
yeah,
hats that they've been wearing for like 6 months a year. So when I took the sticker off, it was like brand new for one circle.
I know. It's those new era heads. I know, yeah.
Yeah, I still feel bad about that. And for any of the kids that listened that were on that team that I took their sticker off, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, right?
No worries, buddy. No worries. It's all good.
And the other thing that used to be fun was going to Stuttgart with the boys, you know?
Vapiano,
Vapiano's is a good place, isn't it?
and then Boa,
Boa,
the
which one
club.
was that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where they'd make you
Monday Fun Day.
Monday.
Do you remember Monday Fun Day? I'll still never forget when Monday Fun Day got canceled.
Yeah.
So I guess I could, well, Barry, you want to bring back your memories of Monday Fun Day? Because I remember how it ended.
Just getting shit faced.
Well, it started out pretty casual, right? You play Friday, Sunday in Germany, and then you have Monday off. And our Tuesdays with him were as crazy as working out could be. We would work out insane and then go bag skate like crazy for like an hour.
Yeah.
And we were animals because that didn't even stop us. Monday Fun Day was going to happen regardless. And each week, I think it just got a little bit bigger and better. And we would take turns who planned Monday Fun Day. And the wives were coming, the girls were coming, the guys were coming. And every week it was a different guy that planned it. And man, those were some of the funnest days ever, eh?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like 40, 50 people just like random,
Yeah,
just having fun on a Monday,
on a
like day
Monday.
drinking and all that stuff. Yeah.
Usually started with day drinking and then yeah. Yeah, and then it would be in Stuttgart. It wouldn't be in Bietigheim, that's for sure.
No, just far away.
But I remember the day it got canceled was I actually didn't stay out as late as other guys. We'd gone to Stuttgart, had appetizers and drinks and dinner and the whole deal, and did the day drinking. And then everybody went out to a place, and I was like, okay, I got to get back. We got practice, and we got work out for like 4 hours in the morning. I go home, and then when I'm walking into the rink, there's other guys I know stayed longer than me, but he pulls me into his office. And I think I remember I was leading the league in scoring at the time. And he was like, so what'd you do yesterday? I was like, hung out with the guys. And then he got all mad at me and he was like, if you ever do this again, I'm kicking you off the team. And I was like, okay. But so then we went out and practiced and he made it as hard as he could. I remember there's like a one-on-one drill where like I beat the guy with top cheese and then went up to Roby and lied. I'm like, see, I can still do this shit if I win out at night. But then
But
Monday
then
Fun Day was canceled forever, and he blamed me.
Yeah. It's your fault. It's
Wow.
always your fault.
I was just trying to bring the team together.
Yeah. But you know what? It's at the end of the days, man, it's like the team keep together, right? They stick together. It was great. Like
It was great.
awesome.
It was. That team was Schmitty
even
and
for me as a young guy.
right.
Schmitty, the old grumpy man, old hairy grumpy man.
But he knew what it took to win. And he treated
100%,
everybody
100%.
right. And he knew how to bring the team together. And that's why he had kids and everything.
Yeah.
But after every game, everybody knew we were going back to Schmitty's.
Yeah. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. Seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
and he was tough too.
Oh, he was tough. Yeah, he played hockey the right way. But you know what I think was one of Bietigheim's biggest mistakes? Well, I guess Danny Held's biggest mistake, because it was him that made this decision, was not bringing Dominic Hammer back. He was my best buddy in Germany that was German, and I can't wait to go see him. But I thought he was awesome at bringing the team together for Schweinebraten, whatever you want to call it. But he did it more than just cooking food. It was he brought the imports and the Germans together, and when they didn't bring him back that last year, there was a disconnect between the Germans and the imports, and I think Hammer would have fixed that if he was there. Because you can't have all young Germans and not have the guys that have been around and done it that are just good team guys that bring it together, you know?
But you know what? I never been to Hammer Schweinebraten. I never been there.
No?
Nope.
Not for Schweinebraten,
it's not a big deal.
For drinks after the game.
Well, I live right next door to him, so I was there, and you know, but yeah, it's tough because like
you lived in Sachsenheim.
Yeah, you can't invite everybody every time, but everybody should get a turn. But everybody should get a turn. That's why, like, when I coach now, anything you do, it's like, well, everybody's invited. It's like whatever we do, everybody's invited.
Yeah.
But you can't have everybody in that little apartment for Schweinebraten, you know, and you can only cook so much pig.
That's true. That's true.
Ralph, you got any questions for me?
For you?
Yeah.
Oh, you remember when I think you was hurt and Jaco too?
Yeah.
And everybody was putting €2 on the cup, and we was betting how much you gain for a week.
How much you weigh?
You remember that? And fucking Bam Bam Bigelow came in.
You guys did weigh us every week, didn't you? To see how fat I was getting. That's not nice.
Yeah. Oh, come on. That was good for the team. Everybody fucking was together.
Yeah. Well, you guys were gambling on how fat I was getting. And
there we go, gambling again, hey?
You and Jaco.
Dude, I had Rico Rossi on the podcast like years ago, because after I was done in Bietigheim, he was who gave me a job in Heilbronn, and I was staying and got to play again after Gaudette didn't want me back, and I had my hernia surgery, and you guys had those bets about how much weight I was gaining when I wasn't allowed to lift anything. I wasn't allowed to run, bike. I couldn't do anything for like months. Before I flew home that year, he brings me to Heilbronn for a fitness test to make sure my knee's going to be okay. I was so fat, and one of the tests for my knee was I had to tightrope walk on ropes that were like 4 feet off the ground, and how much my leg would shake would depend how strong it was. And I was so fat, my knee was weak, that I was up on this rope shaking. All the fat was jiggling around, and he still signed me.
Oh my god!
When I was standing there topless on the rope and everything's jiggling. I was like, oh no, like, did I just lose this contract?
Mr. Jello.
Oh. They say what people say about you, it sticks with you in your career. When that summer I come back from Heilbronn, don't think I'm getting a contract in Germany, never got an offer from anybody in any league. The coach in Denmark calls me and we have our talk, and then we ended up winning the championship that year. I have him on the podcast and he's like, do you know what the review was I got on you? I thought he nailed it on the head, really. He said, great guy, great teammate, good hands, goal scorer, but body like a milk bag.
Oh, wow.
Or a bag of milk. Yeah.
We have one, huh? Joey was the milk bag.
But he also he also signed me anyways, so sucker.
But you know what's funny? Rico took over Donald's job in Hanover.
Kevin, yeah.
He took over what?
Donald?
Kevin's job. Yeah.
Kevin. Goodette.
Really? He's coaching in where?
Hanover now.
Hanover.
Rico is.
Yeah, he took over his job.
Really?
Ain't they kicked Kevin out again. They kicked Kevin out again. Just say again.
Right. Yeah.
And they signed Rico.
I've been watching, like, I really like coaching hockey and coaching these kids, and winning back-to-back All-Ontarios was super fun. But when I see like what pro coaches go through in their careers, there's not many jobs that are secure, and you have to move around the world a lot if you want to do that.
Yeah, you're the first guy who's leaving the team.
Yeah,
right?
Every November in Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
The November break
for
is
the break, everybody can do something.
Yeah, everybody doesn't need better players. They need new coaches.
New coaches, yeah.
I mean, there are bad coaches in Germany. Don't get me wrong, but
100%.
I've always thought that there's got to be the odd time where, man, what you're going to pay that coach? What if you brought in a new good player? That might help too. Just thinking out loud, but
probably, yeah.
You never know. Ralf, you got anything
to say?
Hey, you're coaching now. We got to talk about that.
Yeah, under 20.
Yeah, he is coaching.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Poor kids.
Assistant coach.
Coach. I'm an assistant coach this year too. I was the co-coach the first year we won with a beauty that and then the next year I was the head coach, and my assistant coach was like one of my best buddies around here too, and we win it both years. It was just magical. But then this year I'm just the assistant coach. Man, it's kind of up my alley being an assistant coach. I don't have to remember pucks, the bags. I just show up and kind of have fun with the kids. That's all I have to do. I'm good at that.
It's good.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I practice sometimes with the games. I play with them, but in the normal game are a little bit different. But most of the time I have no time on the weekend, so I'm not there. But for the practice, I'm there, and normally I'm the guy who makes a little bit fun with them.
Right.
Last year I had Barry sometimes with me. When the head coach was not there, then I was the head coach, and I said, "Hey Barry, let's go a little bit on the ice." Oh yeah. So then
it's fun though, it's fun when like you can tell the kids are having fun, and then it brings back your love of hockey too.
But they're not kids anymore. They're
right.
There's the under 20 team, right?
Right. It's the junior team. You're coaching a junior team.
Buddy, I was on the ice, I think last year 4 or 5 times, something like this, 4 or 5 times. Every time I get off the ice, I was so pissed, like big time.
Why?
Big time pissed because
they think
look at some guys.
You weren't being like you weren't being like Brittig that was with you, are you? You're gonna be nice to them, right?
I didn't yell at them. Hey, I didn't yell at them or anything, but it's just like like times have changed, you know? Like everybody thinks he's something special. They didn't do anything when they were young
They don't
because
have to
I,
earn it anymore. They don't have to earn it.
yeah,
Everything's given to
No,
yeah,
kids now.
given to him from the parents, and that's the
Yeah.
parents' fault, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
My
You
opinion.
got to make kids be
Yeah,
able to learn how to fall down and get up on their own.
but it's and seriously, I think the Biden junior teams are not. Ralphie, which league are they playing? Third league in Germany, junior
uh,
team.
second,
That's
second.
second. That's
Is
not even the highest
yeah,
level, and they think, and then they're arguing and bitching around because they're not allowed to practice in the Oberliga or second league team. So I'm on the ice, and this guy is talking to me, hey, I have to do this, and I'm not still not allowed to practice in the second league. And I said, what do you want
yeah.
to hear? I said,
Yeah.
buddy, if you would be my kid, I would tell you right away, buddy, stop playing. Stop playing hockey.
Yeah.
You're not good enough. Go to a different team, a hobby team where everybody have just wants to have fun and
And
everybody it's
enjoy it.
just like a social thing, you know,
Yeah.
where it doesn't matter if you score 4 goals, 5 goals, if you tie your skates right, or I don't know, take your stick on the other side, or it doesn't matter, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah.
But just don't
But
don't
that's what.
think because you see something on the fucking internet, you're Sidney
Yeah,
Crosby or Ovechkin or Bedard or some other guys, you know? You
Yeah.
guys are all out of your mind. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on
Yeah.
nowadays. Seriously.
I
And I'm 38 and thinking something's going on. Something's going wrong in this world.
see. I don't know about that because I've been getting the kids from when they're young, and I get to like raise them right from scratch. And man, the team like seeing kids win it all and do what it takes to win. Um, like, and then you see them like they're friends for life. They see each other around town, and like it's so they're excited to see each other every time. And it's the same as like the teams in pro hockey that win it all. You have a different relationship for life than when you
Yeah,
lost or underperform. It's like the guys I played with in Hellbrown. We had a good team, but we didn't do nearly good enough. And I don't talk to them really anymore, many of them at all. Because when you realize what other guys will do for you and they'll block that shot, they'll go the extra mile, they'll try harder for each other, and then you actually get it done, it changes your relationship for life. And
100%.
seeing these kids do it the last couple years and how they did it, you'd have kids hurt still playing. You'd have
But
kids
not in
that
Germany.
well, they would
Not in
they would
Germany.
they would fight through whatever it took. And then when you see some of these kids and how good they are now from when you saw them a few years ago, you're like, "Oh my God, this is everything I need. I do it for free. I don't get paid. I do it because volunteers in Canada is how they do minor hockey. I get to know all my kids' friends. I get to be friends with them, and then
Yeah.
those relationships last. And that's what I love about the coaching thing, you know?
But I got a question
but
there. How
that's what you
many
said
how
with the earning.
You got to earn it.
Here
You got to earn it.
we have 4 times practice a week, and 2 times for sure. Everybody say, "Ah, today I feel not so good, so I stay at home, or I'm sick." But just for one day, because they don't want to come to practice.
Right.
So how you
still
want to be
lazy?
better?
Yeah. Well, and yeah.
Yeah,
If
they
you're
know we have just 14 guys, and they can play for sure. You
right,
can't say you stay at home because you came just 2 times this week.
right, because you don't have enough players to make them
You have to
accountable.
bring him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what they know, so they can do what they want. And that's
Right.
so whole season like that.
And
That's in
then
Germany
still
like
you
that.
have and then still you have 15 players on your roster. And still from the 18-year-old kids, the parents are bitching down. Why is my kid not getting enough ice time?
Mhm.
No.
You
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. I yeah. It's weird when you're coaching kids because for me, found the kids buy in and they get it and like they know who should be on the ice and who shouldn't be. The parents are the ones that struggle with it. And then when
That's a
I'm trying
problem.
to like build a team where say I'm trying to make 3 lines even. You have the parents that don't understand why their kid's on the 3rd line. And I'm like, we have 3 even lines. That's what I'm trying to do. He's not on the 3rd line. And like you have to try to explain, like, I'm trying to make a team, not one line that scores a bunch of goals. And like some people don't get it. They just want little Johnny to play with the best players and score all the goals. And it's like, well, that's not how we're going to win. So we're not doing it. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
See, that's one reason I just I don't want to be a junior coach or something like that, because I don't want to argue with the parents, because I know myself. I gotta 100% I will snap and tell those parents to, you know,
Well, I haven't had
I don't
many.
want to.
I haven't had really any problems in my years of coaching. I've had like a couple of conversations where they call and ask me questions and I answer them. My proud moment last season when I was coaching the boys, um, I so so I'm from the country, and my buddy Hendo that lives in the UK that I played with in Cardiff told me about these moo-offs. So you get
Mhm.
down on all fours and you act like cows and you have to maintain eye contact and you moo at each other, right in each other's faces, and whoever laughs first loses, or you don't maintain eye contact. I would do that to figure out which line started the game. I'd have like the centerman do a moo off, and whoever lost wasn't ready to play. They don't get to start. And I do it with the defense. And then we are at our first hotel tournament, and the kids go to bed. Parents are all sitting around, chit chatting. I got the parents to do moo offs.
Oh,
I got the parents down in the room mooing at each other, and it was electric.
oh wow.
But then the kids and parents, everybody was having fun and enjoying hockey, and we won it all. You know?
It's nice. Maybe now the parents understand why you're doing this, right?
Yeah, and like, I'm trying to teach them like hockey's fun. As like
Yeah,
right at the start
yeah.
before that, when we get the team and pick them, and we're gonna be doing tournaments, I organize a little 9-hole golf tournament, and they played in their lines with a coach or their D pairs with a coach, and we had a little golf tournament. And it's like hockey isn't just about playing hockey; it's about being a fucking team everywhere. You know?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I agree, 100%.
That's
On
true.
and off the
Yeah.
ice.
Um, anyways, you guys got anything to say? I did notice on the re when the research team got hot, you guys both made Team Germany when you were young, under 16,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
one of you, Ralphie, you did under 17 too, eh? That's
Yeah.
what said to me.
And I was one time with the under 18, but then I get kicked out. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody gets cut sometimes.
What are you doing? Get another beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right, I'll be right back, buddy.
Okay, well then I'll talk to Ralphie while you're gone.
Yeah.
Um, See, I'm mobile while I do this. This is only like my 500th episode. Isn't it weird that we haven't even hooked up and I'm almost 500 episodes into this?
Yeah, me and Barry was talking about this, and I said, "You saw how many fucking episodes you did?" And he said, "Yeah, 480 something." I said, "Holy fuck!" And then, how long is this now? For 4 years, 5 years?
I think
You do this?
I think almost 5 years, and like people probably think
Yeah,
I'm crazy. I'm putting in this much time and effort into doing something I make no money at, but the way it's helped me in life, getting to see all my old friends and catch up and how much fun I have. Um, I don't know. I never played hockey for money. I don't do this for money because the part of hockey I miss are my friends. And man, I was so excited to see you guys today. And like I've been talking about it all week. It's like I haven't seen these guys in like 13 years, you know?
True.
yeah,
Well, you see
something
each
like
other
that.
every day and you go through those battles and you go through the workouts and the bag skates, and then you do it
Yeah,
all together, and then all of a sudden you're just like, okay, see you later. And then
Yeah.
you never see each other
yeah.
again.
Season is over. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like now with Barry. Every morning he knows when I go to the office. I call him, so we hear us each other every day. But
Yeah.
Do you guys
Last time
live?
we
Do you guys
saw,
live near
Sometimes,
each other?
yeah,
yeah.
like 10 clicks away or something. But it's always like a matter of time. Like I I didn't know, I just can't remember when we met each other again. Like the last time.
The last time I would have seen you?
Yeah.
No, me and Ralphie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
only
It's
10 clicks
maybe,
away?
Yeah.
yeah. And
Be
it's maybe
fucking
three or
Yeah,
better.
4 weeks.
Be fucking better.
you
Get
know what the
together.
problem
Make
is?
some time.
You know what the problem is? He's working, I'm at home, and if it gets dark outside, I can't drive the car.
Right.
That's the like one of those like reasons. But I get up every
Sounds
morning,
like
doesn't
a
matter.
fucking
Monday,
excuse to me, Barry.
it's not. It's not. It's
I'm
not.
I'm just kidding. I'm saying I know you can't drive at night, but you guys can still see each other. You'll
Yeah,
figure
We're
it
we
out.
talking
can.
every morning. Every morning. Every
Yeah.
morning.
Really? You guys
Every
talk every
morning.
morning.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
morning. I
See,
get
I
up at
didn't
6
even
in the
know.
morning
See,
every day.
my pipeline to the world is Instagram because I don't know about this TikTok thing. I don't know how to do any of that.
I don't
But
have TikTok.
when I was
Neither.
yeah, when I was trying to rope Ralphie into doing a podcast, and he was like, "Well, this is Barry on Instagram. Why don't we do it together?" And now it makes so much sense because you guys talk every morning, you know?
Yeah.
True. Every morning he calls me around
We was talking about that.
7:40, 7:45 or something like that. Every morning we
Yeah.
talk about 20 minutes or something.
Really, eh?
When I
Yeah.
don't call him around 7:45, then he calls me and say, "Hey, what happened? Is something wrong?" Or I said, "No, fuck.
So you guys are still
I
kind
was
of
on the
married.
toilet, so give me fucking 2 more minutes."
Yeah.
Yeah. Still kind of married, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the cool part about hockey, the friendships it makes, you know? And
100%.
yeah, and like, you get on different teams, especially in pro. Some guys are older, some guys have kids, some guys are mid 20s, some guys are young. And it's the way you can get a team to gel and that everybody feels a part of it and being a team is I think how you win. But the other thing is those guys that are like you're close. You always have like the 4 or 5 dudes on a team that are like your best friends, and then there's a few of those pockets. But if those pockets can all be one team, is when you kick the shit out of everybody.
That's what we did
Yeah.
in Bietigheim. That's true. It doesn't
It's
matter if you're
exactly.
like what was his name?
Yeah,
Roby or Gente, the oldest guy,
right. If they
Oh,
Sasha,
Sasha.
and
Sasha
even the
Gense.
young guys. Yeah, we're all been like one unit.
Yeah.
It's what I said. I never been to Hammer's place for Schweinebraten or anything like that, but still, other than that, I felt just like a piece of the whole puzzle.
Yeah, oh yeah. And that's I yeah.
I was not even mad. I was not even mad about it or something because it was your thing. Ralphie, me, Renee, Pascal, we did
Our
our
own
thing.
thing.
We did our barbecues,
Yeah.
and by the end of the day, we all came together and we are talking, having fun because something happened over there,
Right.
something shit
Because
happened over there,
we're
and we
telling
all
you the
get
story
together
about
and
Schweinebraten, and then you're telling us a story about what you guys did, and then everybody's talking
yeah,
about how much fun they've been having, and everybody's won. And it brings back memories because, like, that's what I think of hockey. That's the way I think it should be. And then come the end of my years in Germany, I had some teams where it didn't feel like that. And then I went to
yeah.
Denmark, and the Danish guys hung out together, the imports hung out together. We ended up winning it, but it wasn't like one, it wasn't all together,
You
but we were good and we won. But then I went to Cardiff and I was going to do my school. Just so you know, I'm smart as fuck. I have my MBA, Masters of Business.
oh
Yeah.
holy
But
cow!
when I was going there and I realized like doing the school, like this is like kind of it. This is the end. I decided when I got there, I'm like, I'm going to make sure everybody on this team hangs out together. I'm going to make a point of hanging out with every guy on the team. And it it made hockey fun again. It gave me a like what I purpose of what I was trying to do. And I've got invited back to Cardiff 5 times since I retired. And I I think it was making sure everybody hung out together and everybody was in it together, which it wasn't as hard in the UK because everybody spoke the same language and everybody was there for the right reasons. But
Yeah.
I made a point of trying to make time with every teammate, where I think there were other years where, you get busy and you get used to your own pocket and then you just kind of hang out with them instead of everybody,
Yeah. But you know what? That's a different thing because in Germany, like in the third league where we play together, you have so many guys they are working, and you have the professional guys. So
Right.
you have practice at night times.
Yeah, and then
So
you can't
I
all
don't
go
know,
for lunch with the boys.
So first of that, you have maybe 5 or 6
because they're working the
professional
whole day.
guys. So the other guys are working from 8 till 4, and then they show up to practice. And after practice, we would have Kabinefest. So those guys having family, working, they're just having a quick meal, having 1 beer or 2 beers, and after 45 minutes, everyone was gone.
Right.
It's just
It's
the
a
pro
different
guys were staying
dynamic.
there. That's hard. That's different. And I just
100%.
felt this.
Yeah, because when I was in Heilbronn, so Bietigheim, we always practice in the morning. And I thought
Yeah.
where I really excelled as a player was working hard, practicing hard, and then going for lunch with the boys. That was what
Yeah.
I excelled at. And then I went to Heilbronn and we wouldn't practice till 4:45. And I'm like, so I wait around
That's
all day. Like I'm waiting around all
just
day to do what I got to do, and then I'm free.
yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
it so different practicing in the evening than in the morning.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. And when I started working as a butcher, like my trainee, I don't know how it's called in English, I had bad times to work. Monday morning from 2:30 till 1:30 noon was my Mondays. And
2:30 to
Tuesday,
1:30
yeah,
doesn't sound fun.
was not fun, but I enjoyed it. Seriously, it was fun.
Yeah, you
If I would
like the
just like
job?
doing that,
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah, seriously, yeah. And from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we start working at 4:30 in the morning till 1:30, and Friday we started 3:30 till 10 in the morning or something like that. So I got home, just had a quick walk with the dog, had a 30-minute nap or something, went back to practice, got back home at 9 or something, going with the dog, I don't know, had food at 10 or something, and got up in the morning at 3 o'clock. So it's like all different. Sometimes after
And then you were still trying
the
to play
road
hockey
game,
during this too.
exactly. And Sunday we got home at I don't know, like 12:30. I went straight from the rink to work.
Oh yeah.
And
No, I get
yeah,
it. When I moved to this new town after hockey, missed hockey, and then there was a local team here, a senior team that's like it's legit hockey. They just don't make money playing. They do it because they want to. I
yeah,
missed hockey enough that I'm like, I'm gonna get in shape enough that I can at least play the 5 games in the playoffs that you need to be able to play the playoffs. And then when I got around it, I liked it and it was fun and I was around a hockey team again. And you'd work all day and then
it's
go play hockey at night and get the shit kicked out of you and then have to wake up and work the next day. And you
yeah,
did it for free because you love it. But it's like, man, I really wish I didn't love doing this so much because this hurts. And now tomorrow I'm going to be tired as fuck, you know?
yeah. When that first year, me and like Ralphie and me went to Weiden, we had so many like semi-professional hockey players. Like they did the whole day, they did work,
Yeah, we was 4 or 5
and
pro players.
we
Maybe
were so
5.
like really pissed because of those guys because they didn't hang out with us like we used to do after the
What you're used to,
like the
yeah.
Cabine Fest and all that stuff. Now we were pretty pissed about those guys, and we're like battling hard and just argue with them why you can't do this and that and all that shit.
And then you
And
realize when you're doing it.
exactly. Said,
10 years
oh my
later,
God.
then we have the same
10
shit.
years later, I just want to go home and lay down in my bed, and because in another 4 hours I have to get up and go to work. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody's got a different situation. It's just when I guess every team's got a different dynamic too, right? Like the pro
true, yeah.
teams when everybody can be done work at noon and you have the whole day, then the boys can
Yeah.
go hang out together. But when you're working all day and you're doing it for the love, it's different. Like you can't take the time to do all the things you want to.
But you know what? The guys were still
especially when you
making
have
money.
family.
What'd you say, Ralphie?
Especially when you have family, then you have no time for nothing. Then you have problems at home and
Yeah.
yeah.
I find it interesting, Barry. You'd know about this, but like when I was a pro hockey player, my job was to get up and people would make me be in shape because they'd make me work out. And then I would go play hockey with the boys and have fun and muck it up. And then you're done by noon and you're like, so I got all day to do. So good at napping. I'm going to take a nap. Might go out for lunch with some
For
boys,
no
maybe
reason.
dinner for some boys. Take a hard nap. And then, it's a solid day. And then when you get into parenting, working full time, and getting your kids to all the things, you're like, so napping's over. It's just a totally different way of living, isn't it?
100%.
And
Ralphie did the same thing.
But you don't appreciate it while you're doing it, Like when I played hockey in Germany and I was seeing the things I was seeing that I would have never even made it to Germany if I wasn't good at hockey. I would have never seen anything. I would have never been to Germany. And all the things I got to see and do, you don't appreciate it while you're doing it,
100%. 100%.
Yeah. That's why I'm really looking forward to coming back to Landshut 13 years later, 18 years after I've played in Landshut. 18 years later, they're going to have me back to play in a charity game. That's hockey.
How long are you going to stay there?
7 or 8 days. But I might have to get romantic for a little bit of it, do a little trip, stuff like that.
Oh. Is your girlfriend coming with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's never been to Europe,
makes
so
sense.
I'm pretty excited. Yeah. So
you have to go
maybe
Germany, Austria, Switzerland.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what to do, but like you don't want to make it too busy.
Let's go to Prague.
Yeah.
I thought about that. Yeah.
You know what? It's close to us. You crossing the Autobahn right there next to us.
Really?
Go to Prague.
Swing in for a beer on my way to Prague.
100%.
Yeah, I've been to Prague once and it's a cool place.
It's like 180 kilometers from us.
Yeah.
Okay. That
so you have to
doesn't
pass it.
sound like a bad idea. And then I could find a reason to get you two together since you live 10 kilometers apart and don't know when you saw each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See?
Hey,
I'm still bringing the boys together even after retirement.
Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam Bigelow.
Were you, Barry, you weren't on the team that year. That year he made me ride the bike in the sauna. He had put weights in our little locker room. Like it was a tiny little locker room. And he put like a squat rack in there and everything. And then I had a knee surgery and he was trying to make me do squats. You weren't on the team then though, I don't think. So I did them naked for the boys. You weren't there for that, eh?
I don't think so.
No,
but we had that.
You'd remember it.
Yeah, because Ralphie told me probably.
Oh, he wouldn't have been there when Brittig was there, right? Because you came.
No, I came after Brittig.
Yeah. Isn't that so hockey though? That Danny raises you as a puppy, becomes a pro coach, and then gives you your chance in the second league. Like I'm thinking about it, raising these kids around here. It's like, well, I know what you'll do for me. I know how hard you'll try. I know what type of person you are. So if I got a coaching job, I'm going to take the people I know and what they'll do.
Yeah, normally it makes sense because they do everything for you.
Right. And if somebody does everything for you, then you'll do everything for them.
Yeah.
You know what we did for Danny?
No?
God bless him, by the way.
Yeah.
Ja, wir müssen es erzählen, oder soll ich sagen?
Erzähl.
He used to live in Sachsenheim too, the same like place when Ralphie and me were living.
Yeah.
Um, every Saturday, like not every, but almost every Saturday, we went to the after practice. We took him home. We were driving him to practice and took him home because he had no license.
Right.
And we were going to that it's called bar, Saturday bar. Just call it a bar. We're having a couple of beers and watching soccer with them almost
He,
every Saturday. And we
I
drove him home
remember
too.
how tight you guys were with him, and I always loved him too, man. He was just a good
Best
dude.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a
Seriously.
good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stay
it was
Sometimes he didn't listen because we said maybe we need another goalie, then we are better, but he don't want to listen to that, so that's why we have the wrong goalie in the net. Maybe.
I yeah. I yeah. He was a great dude. Um he was great to me as a coach. I agree with the way the roster was structured. Um you guys were good, but I think there were some guys on our team that weren't quite ready for pro that he knew from being kids that he was probably a little too invested in. And then, yeah, goaltending wins championships.
Who who who
We're not gonna. It doesn't even matter who the goalie was, does it?
no. I'm talking about the other players, not the goalies. I'm not talking about the
Oh,
goalies.
I'm not. I don't like saying negative things about anybody that was my teammate. I just thought there was a
Really?
couple guys that maybe weren't quite ready, and then a lot of our team were young Germans that were just kind of breaking in, and they were all getting a lot of opportunity. Where when we won the championship, our team was a bunch of pros that had played in the league, knew what it took, knew what to do. Where a couple years later, and the budget goes down, our team was not seasoned pros. They were a lot of young guys, that all together,
I know what you're talking about.
you know what I mean?
I know what
Like
you guys talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
everybody together, we weren't there. And
yeah.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It sucks because I loved Bietigheim and I loved the way the fans treated me, the people, um, and the way it ended was not the way I saw it going. I mean, they're retiring Justin's jersey, Renee's jersey, Dirk's jersey, and I I mean, if that would have been my goal in hockey, I would have been totally fine with someday having my jersey retired in Bietigheim. And then they bring in a new coach and I'm never back. And it's like, okay, well, moving on, but that's hockey.
But you know what? The thing is why Ralphie and me we changed the team or went to another team was uh he was he told us like both of
Yeah.
us he wants us back for the next season. He wants us back 100%. You're playing for this line and that line and blah blah blah. You know all the yapping.
Yeah.
And it was I don't know like mid of June or something. We're calling Schnabel. Remember
Yeah.
Schnabel?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The
Yeah,
office guy.
Yeah.
yeah, the dark smoking guy. We're calling him, say, hey, what's going on? What's up? What about our contract? What's going on? Like, why? What do you mean? He said, "Yeah, Kevin told us this and that and blah blah blah." And he said, maybe he was not honest with you guys. I said, what do you mean? He said he doesn't want you back. I said, are you serious right now? Yeah, he said, yeah, you just kick him off. I don't like him. I was like, for real?
Ah, yeah. I mean, I didn't like him, as I've discussed. But speaking of that, I have no idea how you guys Bietigheim won the next year. It pissed me off so much. It drove me crazy that he actually won the way he treated people, because I don't find that's how you win in hockey. I find you win in hockey
Exactly.
by treating people right and treating people honestly and telling them how it is. And PJ and Doug, who were two of my best friends on the team, were on
100%.
two year deals from Danny Held. And their 2 year deals, when our season ended, Kevin told them he didn't want them back.
I
And
know.
they were like, well, we're on a 2 year deal. You've already signed us. We're here. And they looked elsewhere, didn't get offered more or something they would take. And they're like, well, you're taking us anyways because we have a contract. And then they ended up playing for him and like winning the championship or something. That's just disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's how you win in hockey.
Yeah.
But
same with Ralphie. After that conversation I had with Schnabel, I was calling right away. I called Ralphie and he said the same thing to me. Like
Yeah.
he didn't
I
say
went to
anything
the
to us.
office.
He said he went to the office and I tried
Yeah.
to get a reach of him in Canada with his cell phone number. He didn't reach back or something like that. Nothing. Never called back. Nothing. That's how weird that.
like,
He
you
told me,
imagine having no backbone, that if you told a guy you wanted him back and then you're not having him back and you won't even have the conversation with him, and people wonder
That's what
why
I
I
mean.
don't like this guy, but I'm happy that a whistle was in a guy's ass and then in his mouth.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that's hockey.
yeah,
Honestly, that guy was scared of us. 100%.
I
He was
think
scared.
he wanted to do what he wanted to do, but he wouldn't face the music and the people and actually talk to them and
Yeah.
have a conversation with them. When he
Yeah.
comes in and I was like one of the guys that Bietigheim liked, and he knew he wanted to make a
Mhm.
change, instead of like talking to me about it and being open, he just didn't talk to me the whole time he was the coach. He would bring in everybody else for meetings and talk to them, and he just wouldn't talk to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm your leading scorer, and you won't talk to me? What is happening? And then the season ends, he doesn't want you back, you go to Helbron, and then it's all over in Bietigheim, and it's because of him.
The
So,
problem is you were stealing his show.
well,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
those coaches are a thing in hockey. I had it another time. There's like a newspaper article that was written, and it didn't say anything about the coach. And then not long after, it was like, okay, smell you later. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't ask for them to write the newspaper article, and my bad if I'm stealing your show. Good
That's what I
luck.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, it,
You were
it,
stealing his show. He was a
some
main event,
some
not you.
coaches need it to be about them, and it's like, man, you don't even go out and score a goal, get an assist. You're not out there getting hit, getting slashed. You're standing behind the bench saying who goes out there and why and when. It's not about you. It's about the guys that go out and make those plays for you. Like,
Yeah.
have their back.
Just show some what's called appreciation.
Hmm.
Appreciation. Yeah. Right.
Well,
Is that
and
the right
just
word?
being a good person, I think. I think if I could pick a coach to play for, it'd be a guy I knows that has my back and
Yeah.
would do anything for me and promote me. And if I do really well for him, he's going to help me go other places instead of try to keep him for himself. And then I would do anything for that guy. I would run through a wall for that guy. And when the coach, there's been guys that have tried to hold me back to keep them for themselves. There's been guys that just don't like me and aren't honest. And then, you over the years of hockey, you realize like what you would want as a player. And I don't know, at coaching these kids, that's what I try to do. I try to make them know I got your back. We are a team, and it's not just this season, it's forever.
Yep. It's how a coach should be. It's
Yeah.
how it
Right.
should be.
And
Protecting the team and the
when you go through the things we went through, you start realizing what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting journey, though.
Big time. Big time.
Um,
But there's so many other stories about like coaches we had, probably 100%. I had a coach in a different team. I won't say any names, like you said.
right.
Um, this this coach came up to the bus. As soon as we hit the road, he takes the microphone and the bus said, "Hey, all right, guys, we have sleeping times from 1 till 3 o'clock. And there's no cell phones, no reading, no Game Boy, no PlayStation, nothing. It's what
So
I
he's
had.
telling you how to prepare for the game.
Exactly.
Mm.
And seriously, during like the whole bus ride to Krimichow, 3 o'clock, he turns off the radio on the bus. Everybody gets up, and the guys who didn't get up. He was like rolling up a newspaper, running through the bus, and hitting guys on the head to get up. No shit.
Um,
And I knew one guy. He used to be my captain in that team I played, David Danner.
oh yeah, I know him. He's been on the show
He
before.
used to. I
He's a
know.
Yeah.
I
beauty.
saw it, and he used to be my captain. And he did it to him, and he got up and just grabbed the coach like this. Just said, "One more time, I'm gonna punch you right in your fucking face."
Oh yeah, I can't see him doing that. He's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, but if he's sleeping and gets up like this, if somebody slaps you the newspaper on the head, probably be pissed too
Oh yeah. Well, and like when we're talking about being a
for no
coach now,
reason.
and like how everybody does it differently. My
Yeah.
thing is I want every player to be themselves. I
Yeah.
found when I tried to be someone I'm not and be the professional guy that ate all the right food and did the protein shakes and the foam rolling just to try to fit in with the new school, I wasn't myself. That's not who I am. And I think every player, if they're happy in life and at the rink, they play better. And if you can be yourself, you're happier. And I try
You're
like
performing better.
right. And like I remember in Germany, you could show up to a game in jeans and a hoodie. You didn't have to dress up in suits. You could be yourself. And last season when I'm coaching the kids, one of the parents is like, "Is there a dress code this year?" I'm like, "There is no dress code. If you want to dress up in a suit and feel like a pro, dress up in a suit and feel like a pro. If you want to come comfortable and ready to play, all I care about is how you play hockey. I do not care what clothes you wear coming into the rink, but maybe don't wear jogging pants, like don't wear pajamas.
Yep.
Like, but I just want you to be yourself and play. And if you're going to be
Yep.
yourself walking in those clothes instead of those clothes, then you go ahead and do that because I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Yeah. That's the main thing. If you try to change people,
It doesn't work.
it's never gonna work. Yeah,
Doesn't work.
100%. Just don't be mad at me, Wallo, because you never had the like a completely like athlete body type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nobody believes I ever played
But by the
hockey.
end of but at end of the day, if you scoring 25 goals, making 50 assists, or I don't know, 50 goals, 25 assists as a coach, I would
Isn't
say
that what matters?
I don't give a fuck what this guy is doing. Just keep doing it. If you're 100 pounds overweight, I don't care. Just keep doing it. We were winning. So
Right.
if we're having success, I don't care.
Right. And
That's my opinion, right?
no, but like yeah, it's weird for me because like every player is different, I find, especially coaching kids.
Exactly.
Every player is different. The lightest I've been, the skinniest I've been was some of the worst hockey I've played because when I'd go into the corners,
100%.
people could hammer me, they could throw me around. Where if I had a little junk in my trunk,
Yeah.
you're not pushing me around in the corners. And I was never that fast to begin with. So, like, you know.
Corner weight.
That's what happened
That's
in
what you
my
need.
corner weight. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, they called me Kugelblitz and Bietigheim.
it's true. Mr. Mr. Ailton, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Round lightning, folks that don't know German.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we've been
The,
talking a while. I gotta pee. Do you guys got any more stories before we shut her down and then talk afterwards? I
maybe a
do think,
couple.
Ralphie, it's cool to see you still in hockey, still helping out. So do you work all day and then do that? Or is that your job?
yeah. Yeah, I go
He's
from
working at the.
8 till what? Yeah, I do nothing in the office. I know. No, I'm at the office from 8 till
He's Holger.
3. Yeah. Holger did something too.
Yeah, you got to do
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe.
Hey, it takes
Yeah.
everybody to win. And honestly, it takes all those guys to win. Holger used to have us all set up with everything we needed. And
Yeah.
Frankie, the equipment guy, would do everything we needed. You don't win with all the other guys helping out.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I take care about the
Wow.
apartments and everything. So
Ah,
Yeah. Wow. Now he's not calling me on Monday morning. Wow. Thanks, Waldo. Because
hey,
he's
well,
pissed at me.
one thing, Ralphie, one thing I learned about hockey as an import, just thinking about this, if you're taking care of the apartments, a nice touch that I had when I got to Cardiff, that made me like ready to go and like ready to go through a wall for the team and do whatever, was when I showed up and I get off a long plane ride and a full day of travel and
taste of beer.
I get to this new team and I walk into the apartment. They already had some groceries in the fridge, just some stuff, like so that like you don't have to go out and get stuff right now. There's stuff
That's what we
there.
do.
Do you? And then my
Yeah,
son
but
was
just for the
born
guys who come
Colby.
Saturday or Sunday.
So then my son Colby was with me and they had a jersey on the crib with name and number ready for him for the season. Like, here's a jersey for your kid. Get ready to play hockey
Yeah.
this year. And I was like, I'm on it. Ready to play. You know?
Yeah, with the food
pretty
and this we
nice.
do, but with the jersey, we
Hey,
can think about that for
Think
sure.
about it. If they got kids, if they don't have kids, they don't get a jersey. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to wear a jersey that's mine.
It's,
Yeah, just for the kids
You
though.
don't know
If there's a
some guys.
kid, get a jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what else I had. I didn't really look at my notes the whole time we talked. I miss you guys. It was sad when it ended in Bietigheim because I really liked playing with everybody there for the most part. For the most part, everybody. But I mean, we won that Pokal and I had my hernia surgery. I never played another game for the Bietigheim Steelers. I've never been back. Um, it's a weird way to go out. You win your first season there. You win when you're injured and not even playing, and then you never do
Like
play
me?
again for that team. Yeah, like it's weird, right? It's a weird way
Yep.
to end it when you think it's going to go a different way, and
Yep.
you just whatever. But it's been great catching up with you guys, man. I mean, I got pretty invested with the kids in Bietigheim. Like you got Ralph, you guys aren't that much younger than me, but like Renee, Pascal, Shrimpsy,
Yeah.
Crepsy, you know, all the guys, the kids that came up in Bietigheim.
Marcel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Baisa.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, like he even flew over to Canada and visited me for a week, way back
Oh,
when.
really?
Oh, this was way long ago. But yeah,
Nice.
like the relationships you make through hockey are what it makes it, right? And that's why I do this, is to get to do this. I was so excited all day to get to do this.
But
Like
you
it's
know what's
great to
funny,
see you
though?
guys.
It's so funny. We're playing, like, we didn't see each other for 13 years, right? And we're talking now on the phone for, I don't know, like 1.5 hours or something. It feels like you were sitting like 2 weeks ago in the locker room with me, or
I
with Ralphie
know,
together.
I know. And people wonder why I
That's
do this, and I'm like, it's like I'm sitting on the back of the bus again 20 years ago, and
yeah.
like it doesn't take much. You just send a link, you get on here, and then boom, you're reconnected. And I think more people in hockey should make sure they stay connected with their teammates and the people they were friends with, because the way our lives were, and then you end up back in Canada, man, like you just don't talk to each other anymore, and it's sad.
But I think in the
That's why
in
it's
the
good to
real
come
life,
back to Germany.
Hey, February 7th, buddy. If you want to see a fat guy play hockey one more
skating,
time, February 7th.
rolling around
I'm
the
sure
ice.
people saw it last night, but Ralphie, you just stood up there. You look pretty in shape. You look ready to play.
Fuck, for sure not.
Show. Where's the biceps? Where's the biceps?
You want to buy some
Biceps
or
are-
try some?
Rob, where's the Captain Redbeard biceps? Show me.
Yeah. Give
Von
us
der
a gun
kaputten
show.
Schulter.
Oh, yeah, he
Look at
still
this.
got it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
wow. Look at this
Still
guy.
there.
Can't believe you still have those if you missed Brittig's workouts. Okay. Well, it was great catching up with you guys, and now it's time for after hours, and I have to pee. And this has been another episode of Two Ales and Hockey Tales with Ralphie and Big Bad Barry and Wally.